still getting used to this, to the very fact that this is autumn and we have spring, and like this is the first thing that strikes you, and it's kind of this thing with the southern hemisphere. You expect people to go like upwards or maybe upside down, something like this, maybe having the dog hats or maybe, I don't know, horse feet or something, but they're just usual people. It's a bit disappointing. No, in fact, it's really cool. It's really cool. We love the nature so far, and we were flying from Santiago to Buenos Aires above the Andes, and the Andes are so massive. It's just like, yeah, it's a, like really cool impression. And in Santiago, when you see the city from Santa Lucia, from the hill, and all this kind of stuff. And so far, we've been really excited about being here. And I think the biggest excitement of these 3 days was the crowd in Santiago. It was really great. We met with one wonderful local guy, Walter, from Los Natas, from Posidotica. The man is a freaking legend. It's like, I don't know, 6 years ago, I was, just Googling about this kind of stuff and illegally downloading, of course, the music from the internet. So, and now meeting this guy just face to face, it's really says something. And yeah, so far we've had a little walk with the guys and just saw some, tiny little cafes, places like this. Had a nice dinner yesterday. Mostly chilling because it's getting its toll on us, the flight and the jet lag. We're still a bit like, So you need to have the extra strength to do the show because, on stage we move a lot and we do a lot of crazy things that most bands won't do. So you need to keep the energy for the show. Yeah, I think, as fast as any band begins to try to experiment with the sound and expand their sound, they don't really want to be pigeonholed and to be defined. They always want to be like, we're the band, we're not the genre. So, of course, the same thing happening with us, but it's also because we're moving away from the genre. Like, the first record was very much stoner doom and nothing else. We love it, we play some songs from it, but it's not like the arc achievement for us. Pretty much so it did, because of the whole things that were happening around us. You cannot just pretend that nothing is happening. You can't turn away from life. I remember there is a guy, you probably know the guy, Tila Wolf from Lacrimosa. And I remember the interview like 10 years ago, and he was like, I'm writing only about my personal stuff. I'm not going to be, disturbed by the places from the other side because I'm writing about my inner personal problems and shit. But the latest Lacrimosa album is called Revolution or something, as far as I remember, and there is a protest songs on this and shit. So even if Tila Wolf gets there, so I beg pardon, of course we would. And it's not like we wanted, because we never wanted to be political band and do some kind of statement or something. It just happened, and you can't turn away from this. Yeah. These songs, they're not like directly talking about the things that are happening, but they mostly take the situation from different angles and keep. Yeah. They just keep enrolling it, and the whole sound of the record is very punchy and very heavy. We're not sounding like this heavy live, but the record is very heavy, almost metallic in a way. And this is also because we were very frustrated and depressed during this whole period, so it was reflected in the record. I would say that mostly, promotion-wise and label-wise, Ukraine is pretty much in the Stone Age. Nothing happening, no actual labels that would work with, bands from the very beginning, like working with them and stuff. Like, we were kind of happy to be picked up by Incha Musica label. They really do some great things, and they keeping an eye on the underground, and they have some ties with the mainstream media, so it's pretty nice. But the whole things with Europe, touring in Europe, promotion in Europe was done by ourselves, because these guys work on the Ukrainian market. Yeah, and we had to do this by our own selves. But there are good things happening right now. There is a like community of like-minded people called Robust Fellow, and there's a Robust Fest happening in Ukraine from year to year, and they working with this kind of psychedelic, stoner, doom, sludge, post-progressive, you name it, kind of music, and they really trying to level things up. And we have this Robust Festival, Robust Fest 3 weeks ago. The first day was headlined by Greenleaf, second day was headlined by Elder, and more people are coming, they're into this stuff, and like we just mentioned, the local bands, they're really leveling up for this as well. They're trying to tour in Europe, they're trying to get better the recording quality of their songs, they're trying to work on their promotion, so it pretty much depends on the bands these days. And it's it's the best way I think possible, because if someone is doing your job for you and then you're trying to blame someone, then it's just, what's wrong with you? Just, if you want to get somewhere, do it. Yeah, there is a video with like 3 million views right now, uploaded by some guy, and the description under the video says, "I don't own shit," which means I don't know any rights and stuff. I remember this so vividly, like, because when someone reposted this, and they keep reposting it, and this usually always the same guy, and I always see this "I don't own shit," and this is somehow reflects the whole, thing that is happening. You can't own this, you can only embrace it. And if you're good with this, then you have good results. But it also, the music must be good, because the band can have thousands of Instagram followers and millions of Twitter pages and likes and reposts and blah blah blah, all this kind of shit. But if your music is bad, nothing gonna happen. You know what's funny? This thing caused some media explosion back in Ukraine, because in Ukraine, as in any provincial country, it works exactly like that. Like we had usually 250 people on shows in Kiev, and then we played this huge tour this spring, like 40 shows, posting the pictures with people going crazy, like in different parts of the world, and people in Ukraine must be looking at this and like, oh, Germany likes them, they must be really good, I need to check them. And we had 500 people on our next Kiev show, and this is so strange, this is so like insane. And the same with the Hellfest, like there were people who are like, who even are these guys? And then they see us on the bill with Rammstein, Black Sabbath, Korn, Paradise Lost, Pussifer, who else playing? I think every band is playing there, like yeah, the Converge, Melvins, that's just, yeah, that's crazy.
What? It's only that I have a drumsticks, man, and I will do it the best that I can, man. So I prepared for the show, and I really like the people that I saw did before, and that was really nice guys, and I hope the audience will be like that, guys. So I preparing for the show that as strong that I can.
So we're waiting for a huge crowd, because in social media, every social networks, every time someone writes down us, please come to Brazil, come to Argentina, come to Chile, please. So we finally came, and so.
Yeah, that was some kind of a meme, like, you posting a video or some update, and there would be always like some guy who jumping in there and saying, come to Brazil or come to Argentina. So here we are, where are you? We're ready.
I should be trapped, hoping to left me.